What's up, guys? My name is Yandiosa. My topic is video games addiction, and I'm going to talk about the cause, the consequences, and how it affects our society, and I will predict how I see this addiction in the future. First of all, let's understand what is video games addiction. Well, based on what the World Health Organization mentioned in their website, video games addiction is a repetition of gaming behaviors characterized by giving a big priority, an important priority to play video games over doing um, daily activities or activities that are or used to be important for us. This topic of this disorder is also related with training. And why? Somebody who is suffering or is dealing with addiction, they suddenly start treating people differently. It doesn't have to be in a bad way, but they start treating people different. So this one is related with behavior and training. Well, now that we understand what is video game addiction, let's talk about what caused video games addiction. Well, the Clinic of Cleveland report they have been doing several studies to understand know what is the cause of video game addiction, and they ended up claiming that the cause of video games addiction is dopamine. And maybe you are wondering what is dopamine. Well, dopamine is a microtransmitter which play an important role in our system and is related with pleasure and maybe happiness. That's why when we are doing, uh, for example, playing video games or any activity and we feel good, it's because dopamine is being triggered in our brain. So that's why we feel good, we feel a little happy, you know, we feel excellent. I completely agree about what the Clinic of Cleveland claims because it's something that is true. I mean, there are the evidence. I understand that is the cause of the addiction, and dopamine also is the cause of a lot of other addiction, like for example, drug addiction and another ones I can remember right now. So dopamine is not something bad, but when we can control that, we keep stimulating our brain or doing activities that are good for us, activities that are bad, is something that is bad. So I agree with the information that they provide me. I think it's very accurate and it's something that we need to have in mind. Now, let's talk about the consequences of that addiction. Well, both the World Health Organization and the Harvard Health Publishing claim that the consequences are shown in our body. For example, we can have back injuries, hands injuries, even stress injuries. Then this one is related with mental health because there are some people that are very obsessed with winning games. They're very obsessed with playing video games every day. And also that one can lead us to have bad relationships. And why? Well, because when we isolate ourselves just to play video games and don't hang out, don't spend time with family, friends, this one lead us to have bad relationship and maybe have a bad around, you know what I'm saying? So something that is related with or around too. So okay, now it's time to talk about the impact of this addiction in our society. Talking about how the World Health Organization warned people about it. They mention that in the world there is a small proportion of people which is affected by this addiction, but they suggest everyone who has access to video game should be alarmed because sometimes they didn't take seriously how many time they are spending playing video games, and how this could affect our society. Well, if you are a father, maybe you don't, if you don't care how many times your kids are spending in devices, not even just video game devices, technology devices, that is something that will be related with mental health. That is something that will be bad in long terms. Maybe you do it because they are you being annoying, but in long terms it will be a very bad issue. So all the society should be alarmed about how many times your siblings, your sons, even yourself, how many hours you are spending playing video games in your phones or in every technology device. You know what I'm saying? Maybe now to finish my video, I would like to talk about my prediction about this topic. I know maybe this one is one of the more important topics right now because of the technology that we have now. Maybe a few years ago it wasn't that important, but right now it's an important issue. My prediction is maybe I doubt in the future will be better. I foresee 100% sure it will be worse. I didn't mean to be mean, but I'm sure it will be worse because of the growing of technology. Nowadays in video games we have very realistic games. Imagine like 15 years later, it will be like a chaos. We will have better technology, better video games. So it's something that I doubt it will be like, better. Maybe if there is a maybe if there is a decrease in the video game markers, there will be an opportunity maybe to reduce maybe the numbers of people who suffer video games addiction. So it will be better for humanity. But it's very difficult because then companies or technology companies doesn't care about us. They just want us to buy their products. So it's something that I think will be very difficult in the future. But hopefully it get better a little bit. It will be useful for us. And that's it. That's in my video. I hope I did it very well. So thank you so much.